today we're going to be doing this fast glam peachy sultry look, which is perfect for a date night, hot summer night, just going to work, going for the groceries, whatever you want. I like to throw together like some pretty fast looks. Now I know that this has like quite a few things going on here, as you can probably tell, but at the same time I feel like it's actually just kind of like a bit of blending and you're like nearly done. A way to make this a lot faster is to not do a cut crease like I did, because you can actually do that without this, but I'm just that little bit extra, which is why I wanted to make this series. It's fast, it's glamorous, it pushes the extra just a little bit, but it's still wearable. So stick around if you want to see how to create this look, and of course I'll list all of the products I've used down below. All of them are cruelty free, all of them are vegan, and you can find out more on the Logical Harmony website, which is where I actually get all of my information from. All of the companies that I purchase from do not fall under parent companies who test. So, you know, like there are a couple of camps on here. Depends on where your ethics lies, but all of the companies that I use, their parent companies also don't test, because I don't want to feed that bigger beast. So stick around if you want to see how to do this look. Now we've got the base on, which is of course using a good old Wet n Wild, because I am kind of in love with this foundation. It's my primer, because we want to have a glam look that lasts all day, and I have an oil slick of a face. I am using my Cover FX Anti-Blemish primer, which is mattifying because I need it. And this one has also got salicylic acid in it, so if you do not have spots, or if you have very sensitive skin, you won't want to use this one, but there are many others by Cover FX which are amazing. Or if you want a nice cheap version, which I do actually still use, as you can tell because the bottle cap is a bit dirty, it's the e.l.f. Poreless Primer, and I do really like this one as well. I just find that on camera it doesn't turn out as well. So now I just need to bake under my eyes, because you know, reasons, we don't really want that stuff just like trickling down our face. So I'm using my Kat Von D. This is the translucent Lock-It setting powder. To apply this I just use my Real Techniques sponge and I just dab some on, and you start from the outside. This is something that I found out from Manny MUA, who I'm sure many of you follow. My gosh, like I've only recently come across his channel for some reason, and he's actually hilarious. The inner corners of my eyes, like they can get a little bit weepy no matter what I do, so I really do have to like set inside there as well. Because we want a look that is great on camera and also affordable, I need to show off one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes I've recently come across. It's crazy how much I like this. This is the Mad for Matte eyeshadow palette in the shades Summer Breeze. I have done a video with my first impressions of it, but these colors, and I just smashed it. This is why I cannot have children, guys. I break the things I love. Luckily, actually, this is the one shade I don't like too much, so I'm okay with that being a little bit scratched, because the pigmentation on this one's not very good. All the others, great. We're using, of course, my MOTD brushes, and I've got two sets in here. So I've got the Luxe Vegan set and the Luxe Eye set, and so there's a hell of a lot of brushes, and I washed them all yesterday, so I'm feeling super accomplished with myself. First off, we are taking our Blending Bestie brush, and because we're doing a bit more of a pinky tone, I am taking the fourth color in, which is this gorgeous shade right here, and you just do little circular motions. And just using it almost up to the brow bone, but not quite. I've just seen that I need to do some brow upkeep, so sorry about that. Please do not attack me. So now we're taking a Miss Shady Lady brush and going in with this sort of pinky shade. So this is effectively like second along from the middle, and of course, because these are like summery colors, I just find that they're nice warm tones, and to be honest with you, you can actually like, maybe I would even use a yellow on the lid for this, and it would be such a fun look. So with this, I'm just deepening up in the crease area. It's just such a wonderful dusty rose. Pigmentation on this is fabulous also. Now I know what you're thinking. This is looking a little bit intense, but it's okay. Do you know what else we're actually gonna do? Is I'm gonna take this pink shade and go in just a little bit on here. So I kind of only want to do like a half cut crease, because we're really gonna be deepening out. You know what the look is like anyway. I don't need to tell you what I'm doing. You know this. You guys are the power and the future on your side. I've just got like the nerves of the present on my side. I'm taking my little Miss Shady Lady brush, going in with this just divine plum shade. It's like a very much purpley plum, because sometimes you can kind of get ready plums, or it could be aubergine, or whatever you call it, eggplant. I don't know, I call it a bit more plumgerine? Yeah, let's just call it plumgerine. And what I'm doing with this is I'm going all the way along the lash line, so above your liner this kind of like peeks out there a little bit and creates like a bit of a softer look, even though you'll know I'm gonna be doing like a big cat wing. But still, anyone that doesn't want to do that, you could just do this instead. Do tiny little circular motions. Blend it out nice and soft. It's very intense looking. So now I am just taking my Set and Go brush and I'm just going to sweep away, because we gotta do under our eyes too. I am taking this kind of caramelly color to bring out the blue in my eyes a bit more, going underneath the lash line with this, and I'm gonna go quite far down because I have a long face and I want it to look shorter. You don't go too far that it turns into bags. Now that bit's looking pretty good. We're going in with our dusty pink, just layering that a little bit closer. And then we're taking plumgerine. You'll see I have a big patch of unused space on my lid, so we should probably fix that, right? Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna go with peach smoothing. To do my uncut crease, I am taking my Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer Cream in the shade L1. I'm just taking a flat brush. This one is my Pigment Packer, and we're just going to carve. Gonna try and let that sit. Then I am going to be taking my eye-catching crease brush and a peach smoothie. Now, I know that looks pretty dramatic right now, but we're gonna be toning it down, okay? We tone it down just a little bit. We gotta blend. So we're taking that lovely dusty pink, blend those two together, so then they make friends. And then we just need to recreate this on the other eye once we've got this done. Okay, so both eyes are done now, except for our liner, and of course, trying to set the hell out of my face. I do literally just stipple this. You don't need very much of this powder though, I've got to say. Time for our liner. We're taking our Kat Von D tattoo liner, of course, because what else do I use? So yes, I am doing a rather dramatic wing because that's what I like to do. So if you don't like to do this, you don't have to. I accidentally made the end to a curve, but we'll just try rocking with it. It's been like having a scorpion's tail. Now we gotta try and recreate on the other eye. It's about as good as we gonna get, guys. Before we put on mascara or anything, I want to make our eyes look nice and big for the camera. So I'm using my Pacifica, it's the Magical Pencil in nude, and it's really, really good for just creating like a nice waterline color which brightens your eyes, makes it look like, oh no, you're not surviving on 4 hours sleep right now because you couldn't sleep from pain that is in your neck. You are actually bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Then I want a bit of a shimmery pop, so I'm taking OCC, and this is a loose color in Oberon. And for this I am using my Pencil Me In brush from MOTD. Just take a little bit of that on the tip of the brush. And I'm actually going to pack in the inner corner first, because otherwise it'll be too much of a brow highlight, and then anything else. Oh yeah! I just kind of chuck straight underneath there. This is my Bio Lash Lift Mascara from Eye of Horus, and I love the shape of this wand. Oh, it's so good because it is curved, and that makes things a hell of a lot easier. I don't know about you guys, but I have to get up at 5 in the morning every day, and putting on your makeup at that time, you need anything you can to make things faster and easier. If you want, you can be super extra and apply lashes, but I feel like this is kind of dramatic enough for me for like during the day. Just gonna apply a bit of contour, but I went onto the Makeup Geek website. She's just come up with all of the Power Play colors, and a whole bunch of them are not vegan. But it says may contain, so I'm like, well, does it or does it not? It's not hard to know what's in your products, right? You all know how much I love Makeup Geek, but this has made me feel a bit off them, because they normally state like vegan or non-vegan on their items, and they're like, it's all cruelty free, but it might actually contain dead things. And I'm like, how is something cruelty free if it contains dead things? But you know, that's none of my business. Oh wait, it kind of is, because I use the products. Using that contour brush and the powder, which is in the Color Breaker. This brush is going to try its best to give us a bit of carving action, but it might not be able to. Now, if you are in summer right now, which I know a whole bunch of you are because you're in America, this is a great time to be using a bronzer. So a bronzer that I really, really do like is Sunkissed, which is by Makeup Geek. But this is the shade, and it's great for pale people. And for blush, you can use any sort of peachy pinky blush. I want to keep it quite neutral, so I'm just going with my most dusty rose color, because this one also doesn't have a shimmer to it, and I try and place this a bit higher up on my cheekbones. And by the way, this is using my Get Cheeky With It brush. My highlighter today is in the shade Luster by Makeup Geek. This is a beautiful pink with a hint of champagne, and I do quite adore it. I'm going to use my Mr. Handyman brush, which is a great shape for getting just the right amount of glow. And now that part's done, I'm going to make us some breakfast, and I'll be right back in order to put on my lip products. So obviously we've had breakfast now and cleaned my teeth, got a bit of Raw lip balm on. So I'm just going to line my lips with the ColourPop lip liner, and this is in the shade Bound. It's quite a neutral, deep shade. And yes, I do like to slightly overline my lips, so shoot me, I don't care. Then taking this by Makeup Geek. Gosh, you can tell I've used this one a lot, hey? So this is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Matte Finish, and I'm still testing it out. I have found it's worked pretty well during the day, and the mister is quite fine, but you know, I want to use it a lot before I give you my final verdict. Once that has dried, then we are done, guys. So yeah, I hope that you found this look useful for a nice sort of sultry, fast glam look. Now, I know it is a little bit more complicated with the stuff on the eyes, but you can, of course, like, just opt to not do the half-cut crease, and you'll save yourself a hell of a lot of time. So I hope you lovelies found this video useful. This is just part of my fast glam series to help you guys, like, just try and get some quick inspiration for some looks that you can pretty easily throw together. Now, obviously, I really did want to highlight the amazingness that is this cheap palette. and the look that you can create with this. Leave a comment down below if you want me to focus on using the cool shades next time, because I don't know about you, but I see quite a few very nice cool shades. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe and hit the bell notification down below because I come up with new videos every week. Have a wonderful week, lovelies. I'll see you again soon. Bye! By the way, do you guys like the choker?